play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/stream. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Illinois. Opt-in required. Wager requirements apply. Bonuses awarded as non-withdrawable bonus bets or profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including bonus expiration. See terms and conditions at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Hey, Bulls fans, join me, Bill Wennington, and the voice of the Bulls, Chuck Swirsky, right here on The Score for all the action of Chicago Bulls basketball. Hear every exciting play of Bulls basketball here on Sports Radio 670 The Score and 670thescore.com, Chicago's official radio home of the Bulls.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by Health Markets. Shop for health insurance your way.
The following is a presentation of Chicago Bulls basketball and 670 The Score on the Bulls Radio Network. The Bulls are now on the air.
Kobe, heat check, left side three. Bam, bam, bam. Giddy, it's a point. Got it. Make it 5 in a row. Back to back to back to back to back. Yes.
Bulls basketball is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools, Great Clips, Circa Resort and Casino, Northern Illinois Food Bank, Marquette Bank, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Loyola Medicine, Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11, and Remy Martin. Now with the home team call, here's 3-time NBA champion Bill Wennington and voice of the Bulls, Chuck Swirsky.
And Bill Wennington on assignment. Robbie Hummel, former great star of the Purdue Boilermakers, and played in the NBA with Minnesota, filling in for Bill alongside Alyssa Bergametti. Our engineer is Tyler Beautiful, Tyler Farrell, Sean Sears in our network studios, and Doug Lane getting it done here in Beantown. And Robbie, let's break it down. Sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha.
Well, the three-point line, Chuck, looms large. 105 threes attempted between these two teams just on November 29th, a couple weeks ago when they faced off. Two teams that can score in a big way. The Celtics, the number 2 offense in the NBA this season. Boston leads the league in three-point field goals attempted and made. Chicago second in both those categories. The three-point line, a big deal in this one, and I'm sure there's going to be bombs flying from everywhere in this game.
Absolutely, no question about it. Celtics also commit the fewest turnovers per game. Boston, they're the only NBA team in the top 4 and both opponents' threes and three-point field goal percentage. And Robbie, who you banking on? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
I'm going to go with Lonzo Ball. The winning plays and winning basketball he made at Toronto just a couple days ago. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, but just calmed the team down. As Toronto made their run, Lonzo knew exactly where that ball needed to go. Timely threes, timely rebounds, winning basketball player. Good to see him, too. 23 minutes in that game at Toronto, a season high for a guy that's been on a minutes restriction all year long.
Yeah, and he impacts the game, even when his shot isn't going down. In his last 3 games, shooting 23%, and he's struggling in that area. But as you mentioned, great defense, excellent passing. Let's go live right now to Alyssa Bergametti with tonight's Courtside Odds.
Thank you, Chuck. Well, for the second time this season, Bulls will face off against the Boston Celtics tonight at TD Garden. And Boston, they're heavily favored in tonight's matchup by 14.5 points. That is courtesy of Circa Sports Illinois. Boston has won 8 out of their last 10 games straight up, covering the spread only 5 times, though, this season when listed as the home favorites, such as tonight. The Bulls are 8-6 straight up on the road, and they hold a 7-6-1 against the spread record in away games. So I actually like taking the 14.5 points with the Chicago Bulls to cover that large spread. Total, that is set at a high 241. Bulls Celtics, they combined for 267 points earlier this season. And as you both mentioned, we are going to see a lot of threes tonight. The Bulls have cashed the over in 16 out of 27 games this season. That is why I like taking the over points tonight. Player props to grab right now for the Bulls. Nikola Vucevic, he dominated in matchup number 1 of the season, posting 32 points, pulling down 11 rebounds. Vooch is averaging 9.6 rebounds per game, which is why I like the over 8.5 rebounds that is priced at -130. And for Boston, Jason Tatum, he drained 4 triples off of 8 attempts against the Bulls in November. Over 3.5 threes. That is juiced to +105. So I like the over with the plus money. Those were your pregame courtside odds presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Chuck and Robbie, back to you at TD Garden.
All right, Alyssa, thanks very much. Our player intro is sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit areyourreallywinning.com. Bulls going with Levine, Williams, Vucevic, Dosunmu, and White. No Josh Giddey tonight. He's day-to-day with that ankle injury sustained late in the ballgame against the Toronto Raptors. And, Robbie, I like Lonzo Ball, your pick, because guess who's coming off the bench for Boston? The leading candidate right now for 6-man award, Peyton Pritchard, who buried 7 of 11 three-point attempts against the Bulls in that 11-point victory, or 9-point victory, rather, over the Bulls at the United Center. I talked to Brad Stevens before the game. Danny Ainge actually drafted him. A lot of people think it was a Brad Stevens find. Brad Stevens coached him Pritchard's first year, but he gave all the credit to Danny Ainge for finding him. He said he locked in on early. He had followed his career in the state of Oregon, where Ainge, of course, has a history. He grew up there. So, again, Peyton Pritchard's unbelievable.
It is an unbelievable story. And Peyton Pritchard, a guy that has to be in the running for 6th man of the year and most improved player in the NBA this season. You look at the numbers, they don't lie. 96 threes made on the season. That's second in the NBA. This guy coming off the bench, the confidence he's playing with, the shots he's making, the way he's impacting games. You watch it in the Washington game, has 15, 11, and 6. You see it in the game against the Bulls in Chicago. Fourth quarter, he totally took that game over. Tough shot after tough shot. He's a big-time player, and to see what he's been able to do, drafted in the first round, but I can't imagine even Danny Ainge thought that he could be this.
All right, Robbie, we got 1 minute. Joe Mazzulla made a comment the other day that he envies the college game because of a 30-second and not 24-second clock, because you can run sets.
Sure.
You have a better flow.
Yep.
Now, tell me about that, because you cover a ton of college games. In fact, this is what, your 4th game in 3 nights?
This has been a big week for me, travel-wise especially, but I am here. I think in the college game, and it's funny that he says that, because so many of these college coaches are going to NBA sets where you see them trying to get into NBA-like actions, and everybody copies everyone. But there's no doubt with the 24-second shot clock, you've got to get to something quickly in this type of game. And if you don't, you're just going to have to make an isolation one-on-one play. I think it's funny that Mazzulla said that, though, because I think a lot of the college teams are copying what the NBA teams are running.
Yep. Robbie, quickly, for the Bulls to win tonight's game on the road here, what do they have to do?
Well, their pick-and-roll defense has got to be better. If you're not communicating early, if you're not being concise, if you're getting behind plays, you are going to see that ball popping around the perimeter, and you just don't give yourself a chance. Billy Donovan has talked a lot about straight-line drives. The Bulls cannot be in rotation tonight. You can't give up threes, but that all starts with the way you guard pick and roll and guard the dribble drive.
All right, the Bulls surrender 121 points per game, second most in the NBA to Washington, and teams are shooting a blistering 48% against the Bulls, third highest in the association. All right, we're going to turn it back over to our network studios, and then we'll have the starting lineups, Bulls and Celtics, on 670 The Score in the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Kobe White here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL, all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/stream. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Illinois. Opt-in required. Wager requirements apply. Bonuses awarded as non-withdrawable bonus bets or profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including bonus expiration. See terms and conditions at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pro or college, the app to bet football is Circus Sports Illinois. Circus Sports, sports betting the way it should be. Circus Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Spreads, props, futures, in-game. Circa, they've got it all. Fun and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. For Illinois problem gambling services, please call 877-968-7848. Please call 1-877-968-7848.
You made it through all the starts and stops of your tech business. And when you're with Amex Business Platinum, you can count on a network of benefits to keep going, including access to over $1,000 in business and travel value annually. And thanks to 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, you and your plugged-in engineers can get rewarded for working in the cloud. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded. At forhers.com/go, you can access doctor-trusted weight loss plans that are tailored to you 100% online, like compounded GLP-1 weekly injections with the same active ingredient as Ozempic and Wegovy. All for as low as $165 per month with a 12-month subscription paid up front. No hidden fees and no membership fees. Get started at forhers.com/go today.
Holiday magic is in the air, and DSW's got all the shoes to make your season extra merry. Believe, you've got parties to attend and lists to check twice, so DSW is taking care of the details, like gifts to make their eyes all aglow, styles that bring joy to your world, brands everyone wants, like UGG, Nike, Birkenstock, and more, and deals to make your budget bright. Find the perfect shoes for you and yours at a DSW store near you or DSW.com.
All right, let's go with our starting lineups first for the visiting Chicago Bulls.
First for the visiting Chicago Bulls. From Illinois, number 11, Ayo Dosunmu. From North Carolina, number 0, Kobe White. From Florida State, number 44, Patrick Williams. From USC, number 9, Nikola Vucevic. And from UCLA, number 8, Zach LaVine. The head coach of the Chicago Bulls is Billy Donovan.
And Billy Donovan, just a few hours ago, learned that he is a finalist now for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame that will be announced as far as who's going to enter the Hall of Fame Final Four weekend in San Antonio. Meantime, Billy Donovan wanted the ball club to find the Vooch, the other night in Toronto. He said he's got to get the rock. And Robbie, he responded. Vooch went 10 of 17 from the field, finished with 24 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. In the month of December, Robbie, he's shooting 63%, 50% from 3, 92% from the foul line.
He's playing like an all-star. And I know that there's so many good players in the Eastern Conference and all over the NBA, but the way that Vooch has played in a year where there's trade rumors around a number of guys on this team, every night out, Vooch has come out, put up numbers. He shot the ball from 3. I want to know, we talked about this in San Antonio, I want to know what he did this offseason because he has been phenomenal shooting the basketball.
And now, introducing the Boston Celtics. From Toronto, number 9, from Latvia, number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. From California, number 7, Jalen Brown. And from Duke, number 0, Jason Tatum.
All right, so there you have the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics, who are on a major run here, folks. And they've got the mojo going, to say the least. They won their 18th title at NBA High last season, beating Dallas in 5 games.
Well, you look at the offense, what they do, they space the floor, there's shooters everywhere, and defensively with Kristaps Porzingis back in the lineup, missed all that time early, had that foot surgery. He is back tonight. He has been a difference maker for them, guarding at the rim and keeping offensive players out of that restricted area. Bulls fans All-Star Voting presented by AT&T is now live. Vote daily to help send your favorite Bulls players to San Francisco for the 2025 All-Star Game. Visit bulls.com/all-star to place your votes.
You know, Robbie, here you come into a ball game. Boston at 21-5, they're 11-3 at home, and you think, hey, this is a ball club that probably is running away with the Eastern Conference. No, they trailed Cleveland by a game and a half. Do you think the Cavs are going to kind of come back down there?
You have to think, but just the way that they've gotten out and started, and I look at the way Boston is built, and it's fascinating to see how analytics have played a part in this. The fact that they're taking 51 threes a game and making 19 of them, it is just a mind-boggling number.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that because Robbie does an exceptional job. Nobody has a better pulse in college basketball than Robbie Hummel, who was in his own right a fabulous player in West Lafayette for Matt Painter's Purdue Boilermakers. And our tip-off sponsored by Great Lakes Credit Union. Join GLCU in banking for greater good. Visit glcu.org for details. Bulls coming out, black uniforms, along with red numbers, white lettering in Boston, and the classic white uniforms, green numbers, and green lettering. How about that? We actually have a Boston Celtics team wearing white. I love it.
I will say, though, Chuck, these are 2 of the best uniforms in pro sports.
Yes.
I'll say even beyond the NBA.
Yes, and the logos.
No question. They're iconic.
So Kristaps Porzingis, who's been hobbled by a heel injury at 7'3", he's going to jump up against Vooch. And we are underway. Boston wins the tip, going right to left. Over the timeline, White, who's having another outstanding season in a Boston uniform. They go out in front to Jalen Brown, picked up by Zach LaVine. Behind the back pass, Porzingis, left side three, way off the mark. Rebound, Vooch, who's averaging nearly 10 boards per game. Williams, they go out in front of Vooch. On the left wing, to Ayo Sumo on the elbow to Kobe White. Back in front, Williams top side three, bam!
Bulls going inside early, and Boston has cross-matched themselves. They did it a couple weeks ago. They want to keep Porzingis off Vooch. Chicago taking advantage.
Jalen Brown with a floater right to left in the lane. His three-footer is good. So a good time for Williams making that three. He had missed his last 7 since returning from that injury. As Williams guarded by Porzingis, and now they go to Levine. And Jalen Brown guarding him to go underneath to Williams, driving on the end line. Turn around 5-footer off the mark. Rebound, Jason Tatum.
I know Patrick Williams hasn't shot it great, but I thought he asserted himself early by getting in transition in Toronto.
White, and they go to Tatum. Tatum picked up by Ayo Dosunmu, line to the lane, flips it up and in with the right hand.
Those are those straight line drives. Billy Donovan's talked about it. If you're getting beat off the bounce like that, it's going to be really challenging to come over and help.
Tatum 3 of the last 6 games, 30 or more. Porzingis with a block on Williams. Porzingis with a big-time swat. Down the floor. Drew Holiday with a wraparound dribble. The 11-footer right side, no. Tip with the left hand by Brown, no. Loose ball. Kobe took it away from Jalen Brown. Kobe in forecourt, dribble drive, whips a corner pass to Ayo Dosunmu, takes Tatum to the rim. No, rebound Tatum.
That's what I was talking about, Chuck. Porzingis, he just affects so many shots in that lane.
Drew Holiday, and they go on the left wing to Porzingis. The return pass to Holiday and a rainbow three, way off the mark. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Bulls ball. Drew Holiday shooting 33% from three-point range. He's shooting 13% from three in the month of December.
Yeah, his numbers, field goal and three-point percentage, way down, but good defense by Zach right there. Right on Holiday's hip. Got a good contest on that three-point shot attempt.
4-3, Boston by 1. White, then they go to Booch, banging away in the post on Tatum. In the near corner, Dosumu on the right wing, Williams. Cross court, Levine on a bump. One bounce, 16-footer, no. Rebound, White to Tatum. We'll start the game, making 2 of 7. We have played 2.5 minutes here, first quarter. White from way downtown, top side, 27-footer off the mark. Here come the Bulls in transition. Williams, uncontested three on the right side, no, and the ball bounces over the backboard out of bounds.
Bulls getting a good shot there. I have Dosumu, a guy that's not afraid to look up the floor. Boston a little bit slow getting back. Patrick Williams gets a good look, but his struggles continue. Came into this game 0 for his last 7 from 3, 3 of his last 13 from the field. Needs to find some rhythm getting back from that foot injury.
Tatum, started by Patrick Williams with 10 on the clock. We have played 3 first quarter minutes. Tatum toys with that dribble over the top pass to Porzingis. The kick out. White open, top side, 3 up, rebound, Patrick Williams. And here's Kobe, flies down the floor, line to the lane, reverse, no. And it goes to the Bulls on the far side to Booch. Twists, turns, and scores on a baby hook.
Boy, good recognition there by Kobe White. Drew Holiday down there with Booch. Got him the basketball, and Booch just used his size to go over the top.
Tatum with the jumper on Booch, off the mark, rebound Booch. 5-4, Bulls by 1. 8.5 minutes remaining first quarter. Zach LaVine, dribble drive with a handoff now to Kobe White, guarded by Brown. They go far corner. Ayo Dosumu, the kick out with 8 on the clock to Kobe. Kobe goes to Dosumu with the ball fake, driving on Drew Holiday to the rim of the block by Holiday. The second rejection for Boston here in the opening quarter. White, and they go to post up. Brown turns the corner on the right baseline and lays it in with the left hand.
These straight line drives are just killing the Bulls. Billy Donovan taking a timeout, wants to talk it over, but the individual one-on-one defense has got to be better.
All right, let's take a break with the score. 6-5, Boston by 1 on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ayo to the rack of the right-handed drum, going coast to coast.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL, all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/stream. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. 21 plus and present in Illinois. Opt-in required. Wager requirements apply. Bonuses awarded as non-withdrawable bonus bets or profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including bonus expiration. See terms and conditions at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Lowe's sabe que para ganar el proyecto necesitas los mejores precios. Por eso, como miembro del programa MVPs para Pros, obtienes descuentos por volumen en pedidos de tan solo $1,500. Visita el mostrador para Pros y obtén los precios que necesitas para empezar cualquier proyecto. Lowe's sabe de Pros. Válido solo en tiendas. Aplican más términos y restricciones. Detalles en lowes.com/terms o el mostrador de Pros.
6-5 Celtics, 7:59 left in the first quarter. This first quarter is sponsored by Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve. And Remy Martin and 670 to the score want to give you a chance to play hoops on the United Center court, have dinner in the Bulls banquet room, and stay for the game on February 22nd. Look for the Remy display at your local retailer and scan the code to enter. For more details, go to 670thescore.com/contest. Remy Martin, team up for excellence. Oh, that's it.
All right. Good.
I looked at one more line and I didn't have to read that line. So that was my bad.
So after the timeout, Lonzo Ball, he has entered the ball game, joining Zach Levine, Patrick Williams, Vooch, and Ayo Dosunmu. Lonzo with a solid game against the Raptors with a dazzling lob to Levine, who slams it down against Toronto. Lonzo, and they go on the left wing to Williams, driving down Porzingis at the foul line. Alonzo cranks up a three. No. 50-50 ball. It goes out of bounds, and it went off whom?
Oh, good job by Vooch. They're going to call that off the Celtics. And you had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum going for that defensive rebound. Vooch pursuing it as well. And just with his effort, steals a possession for Chicago.
Two teams are combined 5 for 21 and 1 of 8 beyond the arc. On the inbounds, it goes to Levine. Zach, a couple of jab steps, takes Brown to the rim, double on the ball, and a kick save and a beauty by Porzingis out of bounds as Levine trying to thread the needle on the end line.
Well, just because these teams are 1 of 8 from 3 does not mean they're not going to keep getting them up. Both these teams aggressive at pursuing shots from the perimeter. I bet you anything I have that the Bulls and the Celtics are going to keep jacking these things up.
Matters Buzelis checking in, 6 December games, averaging 19 minutes.
Wow.
And all the way to the rack and a two-handed dunk. Zach Levine.
Well, the Vooch sealed that way. The entire dribble drive just sealed off his man and cleared the runway for Zach.
7-6 in favor of the Bulls. This first quarter action with 7:07 and running. Tatum comes up shooting and buries the three ball.
We got the switch with Vooch right there. Vooch staying down, got a pretty good contest, but just better offense from Jason Tatum.
You know, Robbie, I think they're going to look at that shot. That could have been a long two.
Yeah.
Here's Levine, comes up shooting on White and drains a three ball. So Zach with the last 2 field goals, and Levine now in the ball game with 5. 10-9, Bulls by 1. Tatum behind the back pass to Porzingis, the return pass to Tatum. Tatum comes up shooting on Lonzo, way off the mark, air ball, and Buzelis with a rebound to Zach Levine. 6.5 to play first quarter. Levine against White, a very solid defensive player.
Good cut.
Nice look inside Buzelis with a wild reverse no. Rebound Porzingis to White over the 8-second line with a left-hand dribble on. Buzelis change hands and lays it in with the right hand.
Well, the Bulls just not picking up in transition. Derek White getting all the way to the rim. There's another example of Porzingis affecting shots at the rim. What could have been an easy layup for Buzelis ends up being a bucket for the Celtics.
11-10, Boston by 1 at the 6-minute mark. Levine to Ayo, comes up shooting, rainbow three, right down the pipe for Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo played a season-high 40 minutes the other night. Inside feed goes to Jaylen Brown, far corner Porzingis, a three ball, no. Rebound Buzelis, Mattis Buzelis over the timeline of Zach Levine, 5:35 and running first quarter. Levine toys with that dribble against White. Buzelis now takes off the screen as Levine bobbled the ball, keeps the handle, double pump. Ball, high post Vooch, and we have, let's see, we got Vooch colliding, yep.
Lonzo was just trying to cut
with
Jaylen Brown. He jumps right in front of him. There was certainly contact there. Yeah, that's a tough one going against Lonzo.
Al Horford checking in, of course. Horford won back-to-back titles under Billy Donovan in Florida on the day that Billy Donovan has become a finalist for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame with those great Florida teams featuring Horford, Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, and company. Mike Miller was in a different era. David Lee, here's White, comes up shooting off the dribble, left wing 3-0. Taylor Horton Tucker down on the floor for the Bulls. Lonzo ball, and they go to Levine. The return pass to Lonzo. Lonzo at the high post, Vooch with a ball fake, puts it on the deck, and they go near quarter. Taylor Horton Tucker gets the screen from Vooch to the rim, and a pass bounced off Vooch, but right to Horton Tucker. To Ball, a wing three, no. Rebound Vooch, and the back tap goes to Levine. Levine on a pump and a drive. That's going to be an illegal screen on Vooch. That's going to be his second.
But Zach's got to wait. He's got to let Vooch come set there. Back trying to get downhill, but you go too early. It makes it so hard for your big to come set.
13-11, Bulls by 2. 4:45 left here in the first quarter. Boston has won 8 out of the last 10 in this series. Tatum fires it up on Levine, left side, no. Loose ball, Horford has it. Tatum dribble drive, baseline left, up. Rimming, no. Tip, no. Rebounded by Horton Tucker as Boston cooled from the field. 5 of 18. Levine driving on Horford. Underneath, rolls a pass to Horton Tucker, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, I was going to say, plenty of contact there. You had Tatum and White, but the Bulls getting multiple paint touches, and that's what they did in the game a couple weeks ago against Boston. The offense wasn't the problem. They scored 129 points. It's going to be, can you get stops? But the more times they can get paint touches with the bounce, the better off Chicago's going to be.
Horton Tucker, the fade, the fire, no, from 17 topside. And here is Peyton Pritchard. And they go to White. Nice look inside of Porzingis, but we have a foul on the floor from Levine.
Now, that's something that Boston does incredibly well, just the way that they can run the floor, seal there, and that was Porzingis that time doing just that.
Boston begins the ball game in the first quarter, 1 of 10 from three-point range. Pritchard topside 3, good. Boy, he is a great stroke. Wonderful stroke, Robbie. I mean, you buried threes in your day. Now they're going to run
at the right
like
level
this.
this guy is.
Here's Lonzo. He's going to crank up another 3. No, he has missed all 3 threes here in the quarter. And Pritchard glides over the timeline against Horton Tucker. Pritchard on 3 crossover. Steps back. 3. No. Rebound. Bazelis.
Well, you can feel it. Every time he shoots, this crowd expects that's going down.
Absolutely. 14-13, Boston by 1. Levine to the rack in the finish. A Zach attack, and Levine now with 7. 15-14, Bulls by 1. 3.5 left first. White, flat-footed left wing 3, no. And Boston now 2 of 13 beyond the arc. Bulls ball, wing 3, nope. By Levine, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Boston. 3:14 to play first. 15-14, Bulls by 1. 6:70 the score of the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Josh Giddey here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Lowe's sabe que para ganar el proyecto necesitas los mejores precios. Por eso, como miembro del programa MVPs para Pros, obtienes descuentos por volumen en pedidos de tan solo $1,500. Visita el mostrador para Pros y obtén los precios que necesitas para empezar cualquier proyecto. Lowe's sabe de pros. Válido solo en tiendas. Aplican más términos y restricciones. Detalles en lowes.com/terms o el mostrador de Pros.
If you've been putting off holiday shopping, you're not alone. But the holidays are next week, so it's time to kick things into high gear. Macy's Holiday Countdown Sale is here to make last-minute shopping easy with great deals on top gifts, like cozy hat, scarf, and glove sets from Coach, Kate Spade & More for $49.99. Boxed up and ready to give. Easy. So if you haven't gotten to everyone on your list yet, don't be too hard on yourself, but do shop Macy's ASAP. These deals end tonight. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
"Shut the front door."
Winning!
No, seriously, shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Let's pause station ID, Bulls Radio Network.
Mully here. We've got your Bulls talk on the Mully and Haw Show, 5:30 to 10 on the Score and Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
15-14, Bulls by 1, 3:14 left first.
Fans in attendance on December 21st will receive the second hat in the BMO Artist Hat Series, designed by former Bears tight end Marcellus Bennett, while supplies last. Visit bulls.com/artist-that-series to learn more and get tickets.
Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel filling in for Bill Weddington, Alyssa Bergametti. And we've got Tyler Farringle, Sean Sears in our studios. Tatum with a mid-range jumper from 15-0. Rebounded by Horford. Boston with an opportunity. Second chance points with Pritchard to White. Holds and looks. Loopy pass accepted by Horford. Twists, turns. Baker from 6-0. Rebound Jalen Smith.
Good job by Kobe White of fighting that off down there. He was battling with Al Horford and didn't give up an angle. Made him score over the top.
Smith with 4 straight double-figure scoring games. Bezelis to Talon. Horton Tucker driving on Horford to the rim in the finish.
Well, how about the job he did with that off left hand right there? Really leveraged it against Al Horford and drove the big fella right into that painted area. THT can score the rock.
Tatum left side 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Jason Tatum with 8. 17 apiece. First quarter. 2:16 left. Horton Tucker beyond the 3-point arc. Out of switch, cut by Horford. They're going to out Dosumu. Dosumu on Horford. To Bezelis off the screen. A 3, nope. Flying in for the rebound.
Not a great shot there by the Bulls.
Jaden Springer on the floor now for Boston as Pritchard driving on Kobe. Setting up a near quarter. Tatum 3, nope. 50-50 ball. Smith with a board. Down the floor to Ayo Dosumu. Driving on White with the Euro step. Shot rejected by White. And then a travel by the Bulls. For White, he leads, Robbie, the Celtics in blocks with 28.
Yeah, that was an impressive play. You're not going to see many guards who can guard Ayo in transition and get a piece like that. Substitutions coming into the game for the Celtics. Those are sponsored by Remy Martin, the official spirit of Bulls Radio. Team up for excellence.
We are tied at 17. Bulls and Celtics will see Boston at the United Center Saturday night. Tatum off the screen from Horford, dribble drive to the rim and a score. That was all Jason Tatum.
Well, how about the way he just got to the body of Jalen Smith and knocked him back a good 4 feet?
Tatum with a game-high 10. Horton Tucker in front of Bezelis. Bezelis drags that dribble with a handoff to Ayo Dosumu. Works on Horford to the rim. No. And they're going to call goaltending. Yep, Tony Brothers in his 31st season as an NBA official with the call.
Looks like Boston thinking about reviewing this. Remember, all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Med. Guess they're not. They were talking about it.
Yep. 19 apiece. 63 seconds left first quarter. Tatum, they run pick and roll with Horford. Horford against Horton Tucker. Lets it fly. Nope. Rebound and Pritchard, just as he did at the United Center, picked up the loose change and laid it in.
Even though he's the smallest guy on the floor, you've got to check him out because he's looking to get in there and steal rebounds.
Then on the near sideline, Jaden Springer with a deflection. It'll be Bulls ball. Springer, a 6'4", fourth-year player out of Tennessee in his second year with Boston. Speaking of Tennessee, Julian Phillips will be our halftime guest from Tennessee, talking about Rick Barnes and the sports atmosphere in Knoxville. They've got a big football game coming up against Ohio State. And Pritchard with the steal. Pritchard driving on Ayo. Double team. And they go to Tatum. Good defense on the Bulls. Getting back in transition. Tatum on a post up. Draws the foul on Horton Tucker. What happened there, Robbie?
Oh, Tatum is just so meticulous. And that sweep through. Taylor Horton Tucker trying to be physical. And Jason Tatum just going right at him. A pretty good transition defense by the Bulls, like you said. They get back. They stop that initial surge, but just a smart play by Jason Tatum of sweeping through and drawing that contact. That first foul shot is good for Tatum. 'Tis the season, Bulls fans. Head to the United Center on December 23rd for the holiday game presented by Culligan. Stop by the atrium for a pregame holiday party with festive activities for the family, plus take home a Bulls holiday water bottle giveaway while supplies last. Grab your tickets now at bulls.com/tickets.
23-19 Boston after Tatum buries some free throws. He's got 12. Here's Kobe on Springer to the rim and the finish. Great job, Kobe White, right down the pipe as he just probed the rim.
Well, in that pick and roll, Boston never impacting the ball. So Kobe White, if they're not going to stop him, he was shot out of a cannon with his right hand down the right lane line.
We have 9 seconds left first quarter in the middle of the floor. Holiday driving on Patrick Williams to the rim and the finish. My goodness, way too easy. 3 seconds left. Over the midcourt line, Williams shot blocked by Horford to end the first quarter of play as Boston with 3 rejections in the opening period. 25-21 Celtics on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Nikola Vucevic here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Lowe's sabe que para ganar el proyecto necesitas los mejores precios. Por eso, como miembro del programa MVPs para Pros, obtienes descuentos por volumen en pedidos de tan solo $1,500. Visita el mostrador para Pros y obtén los precios que necesitas para empezar cualquier proyecto. Lowe's sabe de Pros. Válido solo en tiendas. Aplican más términos y restricciones. Detalles en lowes.com/terms o el mostrador de Pros.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Welcome back into 670 The Score. The Celtics lead the Bulls by 4, 25-21 after the first quarter. The Bulls were listed as the 14.5-point underdogs. And the total points, well, that was set at 241. Courtside odds are presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Chuck, Robbie, back to you in Boston.
You Bulls going with Julian Phillips, along with Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams, Kobe White, and Jalen Horton-Tucker. Boston in front 25-21. Right for Horton-Tucker, line to the lane on Springer. Delivers the pass to Williams. Power move to the rim on Springer. And the pass deflected, but the Bulls retain. And Kobe, topside 3-0, 50-50 ball. Springer gets it to Jaylen Brown. The lead pass to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard crossing over in the paint. Tried it up and under, but Kobe would have none of it. Holiday comes up shooting 3 balls short. Long rebound, loose. Peyton Pritchard backs to the floor and gives it up to Holiday with a bounce pass to Horford, who lays it in. Once again, it's Peyton Pritchard.
But you just got to find a body, Chuck. Bulls aren't doing it. What a pass.
And Jalen Horton-Tucker with a wraparound behind the back pass. Julian Phillips with the slam. 27-23. Boston, we have played 1 minute, second quarter. Dribble drive at the right baseline. Jaylen Brown gives it up. Horford whips a pass in front. Holiday, left side, Pritchard. 4-3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Peyton Pritchard off the bench now in 7 minutes with 8 points, 3 rebounds. Unbelievable. Kobe on a bump. Kobe on a drive. Comes up shooting on Horford in the foul line. Now, hey, Robbie, should we just give Peyton Pritchard right now 6-man award, most improved player, whatever the case may be?
It's incredible, but the effort he's playing with is some high-level stuff. Join us at the United Center on December 28th for the Bulls City Edition night as they face off against the Milwaukee Bucks, presented by Corona. Relax responsibly, imported by Corona Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Early arriving fans will also receive a City Edition t-shirt while supplies last, courtesy of Corona. Visit bulls.com/city to learn more and purchase tickets.
Kobe a no-go in the first of two. White shooting 87%. He makes the second. He's really struggling, though, in December, shooting only 34% from the field, 30% from three-point range. 30-24. Boston by 6. 90 seconds gone by a second. Jaylen Brown, double on the ball. Ankle pass to Horford, and it went out of bounds in the near quarter in front of the Bulls bench. That ball really got away from Horford. Tough pass for him to catch.
He threw it at his ankles.
Yeah. Kobe off a high screen. Dribble drive to the rim on Horford.
Man.
No, another block. Here's Pritchard down the floor, driving on Patrick Williams. Gives it up to Holiday. Holiday deep in the lane with a left-hand layup. Good.
It's been a story all game. The Bulls are just not containing the bounce, and Boston getting to the rim whenever they want. You couple that with some of the defensive rebound issues, this Bulls defense is hurting right now.
Boston with their biggest lead of the ball game of 8. We have played 2 minutes here in the second quarter. White gives it up in front to Williams. Williams comes up shooting deep 3. No good. Rebound Holiday. Leaking out down the floor, Springer. Springer driving down Phillips. Tennessee ball on Tennessee ball. And that's off the mark. Rebound Phillips.
Nice job by Julian. They're just hanging in there and contesting that shot. Springer had a full head of steam.
Kobe is fouled by Springer about 18 feet away. How about that Tennessee program? You saw them the other day, right?
They are tough. And you look at the way they've guarded over the last 3 years. Well, this season, the team more offensively, I guess, able to make shots from the perimeter, and just the job that Rick Barnes has done. He has done such a good job. You think about him getting let go at Texas and then going to Tennessee and making that into a contender year in and year out.
Yeah, he wins wherever he's going, whether it's Providence, Clemson, you name it. On the inbounds, Lonzo to Phillips on a 2-man game. Back to Phillips, near quarter, Lonzo ball. Ball is struggling.
Jalen wasn't looking at the
and
ball.
Again, another turnover for the Bulls. And here is Holiday to Jaylen Brown with that Euro step. In the right elbow, Pritchard for 3. No. Rebound, Patrick Williams. Took it away from Brown. Here's Williams. Motors over the midcourt line to Lonzo. In the far corner, Aldo Sumu. Setting up Williams. Clean look. Top side 3, good.
Nice job there by Io to recognize off that dribble drive that he could spray that. Patrick Williams in that trail spot just leaking in, and finally one goes down for Patrick. That has to be a good feeling with that confidence.
Williams' second 3 ball, and then we have Boston advancing in the forecourt. Then we got a Bulls foul as Jaylen Brown hit the floor. Incidentally, Jaylen Brown and his mom, their home was vandalized. And fortunately, no one was around. But obviously, Jaylen Brown wanted to make sure and took some time off and wanted to make sure the family was okay. 32-27 Boston, 8:47 to go in the half. Side out of bounds for White near sideline. Just to the right of Bulls head coach Billy Donovan. White picked up by Aldo Sumu, 27 feet away in the left wing with a belt high left hand dribble and a hand check. This is going to go on Isle. So for Isle, it's going to be his first, second team. 14 on the clock. The officials, Tony Brothers, along with Justin Van Dyne, In-Sway Wong. Turnaround jumper. Jaylen Brown, tough shot. From 16, hit left rim. No good. Rebound, Lonzo.
Trying to be physical there with Patrick, and Patrick just wasn't having it.
Lonzo, and they go to Julian Phillips, who loves that corner 3. Instead, he passes in front to Lonzo. Smith, the 2-man game, the Lonzo ball. Ball in the paint. Gives it up to Phillips. Phillips on Springer. Williams with 2 on the clock. Right side 3. That's his 3rd triple of the ball game.
That's a big shot for the Bulls, and certainly this Bulls lineup has weathered the storm. Patrick Williams giving a shot of life offensively.
Bulls on a little 6-0 run, courtesy of Patrick Williams, and there's White answers with a triple on the left wing. and Billy Donovan with a quick timeout. 35-30 Boston, 7:56 to play. Second quarter in the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So expanding your inventory scores more points for your business. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
Lowe's sabe que para ganar el proyecto necesitas los mejores precios. Por eso, como miembro del programa MVPs para Pros, obtienes descuentos por volumen en pedidos de tan solo $1,500. Visita el mostrador para Pros y obtén los precios que necesitas para empezar cualquier proyecto. Lowe's sabe de Pros. Válido solo en tiendas. Aplican más términos y restricciones. Detalles en lowes.com/terms o el mostrador de Pros.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
Shut the front door.
winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
that's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Celtics by 5, 7:56 to go in the quarter. This second quarter is sponsored by Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11. Find a highly skilled roofing contractor at ChicagoRoofingContractors.org. Remember, all drives are sponsored by McGrath City Honda and McGrath Acura of Westmont. When you do the math, you'll choose McGrath and get the all-new Bulls app presented by AT&T. Enjoy new and improved features, including personalized notifications, exclusive drops, team stats, and more. Download now at bulls.com/app.
Bulls led and scrub with the 9 points of Patrick Williams, all coming from the 3 ball, where the Bulls are 5 of 14. Boston, Robbie Hummel, 5 of 20 beyond the arc.
We said it earlier, they're not going to stop shooting it. It's in their DNA.
League high 51 3-ball attempts. Here's Vooch, clean look. Top side 3 good.
Man, how good has he been this year shooting the basketball? It's simple pick and pop action. Porzingis stopping the ball late to get back, and Vooch drills it.
Well, Boston, number 1 in made threes. The Bulls right behind them. They've made 16 per game. Here's Porzingis to Jaylen Brown against Vooch. Brown brings it out wide, left beyond the arc. Comes up shooting on Vooch. Rainbow 3, no. Rebound Bulls. And it's Zach LaVine. They give it up to Lonzo Ball. Phillips on the floor. Dosumu and Vooch. 35-33 Boston. Boston just 2.5 minutes ago had an 8-point lead. It's been shaved to 2. In the far corner, Isle lets it fly. Ready? No. Rebound off the hands of Springer out of bounds.
And Boston again inverting their matchup on Vooch. After Porzingis had that shot go down by Vooch, top of the key, there are a lot of the times here having, whether it's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, some of these other guys pick him up. And if that's the case, Bulls have got to recognize and go right inside to him.
Underneath the rim, Dosumu in play to Vooch. Back to Isle. Gives it up far corner. Phillips for 3. No.
Oh, what a play by Lonzo.
And the Bulls swing it around to Vooch. Power move to the rim, near corner. LaVine. 3 bounces to the rack. Ball from the wing side. No. Rebound, Springer. Jaylen Brown on a spin on Phillips. Double on the ball. And we've got a foul on a reach in. We had to wait on the other end of the floor. We're actually calling a game above the tunnel where the Celtics enter, and we're at an angle, folks, and the stanchion of the basket blocks our view on the far sideline, and then on the other side, we don't know where the end line is when the ball is caught underneath the basket, but that's how the Celtics want to run their operation and whatever. So on the inbounds in the near corner, Tatum, 15 on the clock, 6:38 left. Second quarter, 35-33 Boston. Here's Tatum off a Porzingis screen. Lonzo staying right with it. Now they got Vooch playing Tatum, and they go to Porzingis at the foul line against Lonzo on a post-up. And we got a Rip City and a foul on the Bulls.
Well, just a smart play there by Kristaps Porzingis. And had the mismatch, shot clock winding down. He took his time, assessed the situation. Another one of those rip-through plays where he put it on the floor once and then just got right to the arm of Lonzo Ball.
So Porzingis at the line, he was a question mark coming into the ball game. And the free throw's up and good. You know, when he was with the Knicks, he got banged up. Everyone knows the story. Injuries have just followed him wherever he has gone.
Well, and had the foot surgery, missed the first 17 games of the season, and that's why it was so concerning to see him kind of limp off in Washington with that heel. But he's giving it a go tonight. Certainly this defense for Boston is a different animal when he's on the floor. Second foul shot goes down for Porzingis.
Had a 21-8-7 game against the Bulls. 37-33 Boston. Bulls in the black uniforms, red numbers, white lettering with Lonzo Ball. And they go to Levine. Zach in the ball game with 7. Works on White. Comes up shooting off balance. Right side 3 good. He's got 10.
Those count. Step back move. Got that space from Derek White. Big time shot by Zach Levine on the right wing.
Jaylen Brown with a handoff to Porzingis, who gently lays it in with the left hand. Tough to stop that at 7-3.
But the Bulls have got to contain the dribble. You know, even there, the help comes over, but nobody's helping the helper, and Porzingis is all by himself at the rim.
Here's Zach to the rim. Nope. Rebound. Boston with White over the Celtics leprechaun logo. Terminates the dribble. Porzingis with a cut and a two-handed slam.
Off the block shot, the Bulls just not getting back, and Kristaps Porzingis running the floor unimpeded for the jam.
Lonzo, 1 bounce, top side 3. There you go. Lonzo's first 3 in 5 attempts.
Maybe that gets him going shooting the basketball. He does so many other things for this team. The jumper hasn't been there the last 4, but Lonzo Ball, his value to this squad, it is impressive.
8 of 20 now as a team for the Bulls. Here's Tatum with the top side 3. No. Boston, 5 of 22 beyond the arc. 41-39 in favor of Boston, but then Vooch comes up scoring in the semicircle with the left hand, and we're tied at 41 with 4:51 to go here in the second quarter in the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Patrick Williams here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
You made it through all the starts and stops of your tech business. And when you're with Amex Business Platinum, you can count on a network of benefits to keep going, including access to over $1,000 in business and travel value annually. And thanks to 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, you and your plugged-in engineers can get rewarded for working in the cloud. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
Shut the front door.
winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
that's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Tied up at 41 here at the Boston Garden, 4:51 to play in the half. The 2024-25 City Edition uniform and retail collection presented by Motorola Razr are available for purchase now. This year's uniform features a clean and classy design inspired by the United Center. Visit bulls.com/city to learn more about the uniform, view the retail collection, and to purchase tickets to City Edition nights, which take place on Saturday home games this season. And all substitutions sponsored by Remy Martin, the official spirit of Bulls Radio. Team up for excellence.
Doug Lane getting it done here. Our engineer in Boston, Tyler Beautiful, Farragle in our 670 The Score studios. Chuck, Robbie Hummel filling in for Bill Whittington, Alyssa Bergamini. Robbie and Alyssa with post-game coverage. White, Porzingis, fakes left, goes right to the rim on Io. Comes up shooting and missing from 4. And the Bulls with an opportunity to take the lead right here for the first time since the opening bucket on a 3-ball by Williams. Levine to Vooch, banging away with Porzingis on the block. Curls the handoff to Phillips to the rim. Got it, count it. Foul, Julian Phillips with the hoop, the arm, and one on a pass from Vooch.
Well, the help came over on Vooch, and he wisely found Julian Phillips. It looked like the pass kind of surprised him, but just the athleticism. Derek White comes over to contest, and man, Julian Phillips hanging in the air, taking on some contact, and still getting this thing to go.
Free throw up and good by Phillips, our halftime guest right here on the Bulls Network, 44-41 Bulls. Boston was up by 8, 32-24, and all of a sudden the Bulls have just come to life. Porzingis with a power move. He floats it in front to Tatum. Back to Porzingis, and he lays it in. Nothing you can do. Julian Phillips, what about 6'8", 6'9"?
Bulls got caught in that switch, and Porzingis just buried Phillips under the rim.
Porzingis with 8. Io Dosunmu. He's checked by Tatum. Coming off the screen to Phillips. Back to Io. Io. And Kobe now behind the arc with 7 on the clock. Io to Kobe. Back in front. Phillips, top side 3. Flat rebound Porzingis. Drew Holiday down the floor. And that went off the arms of Tatum, but Phillips got him from behind.
But the Celtics are doing this with a lot of their guys. It could be Drew Holiday. It could be Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We've seen Kristaps Porzingis do in this game. When the Celtics are playing in transition, if they feel like they've got a mismatch, they'll run right to the front of the rim, post up, and they'll look to get it to those guys.
Storyline of this game, Robbie, would you say the 5 of 22 threes for Boston?
Absolutely. Chicago, a bit of a cold start, but that percentage up to 38% from 3 for the Bulls. Tatum's first foul shot, no good. But 5 of 22 for Boston. And they were 23 of 54 from 3 just a couple weeks ago at the United Center.
Tatum makes 1 of 2, shooting 80% on the season. We're tied at 44. Levine hops over the midcourt line, leans over the bounce with a belt-high right-hand dribble. Whips up top. Williams comes up shooting, missing from 3. Rebound Boston. Derek White. White on the left wing. They go back to Porzingis, mid-post left on the smaller Williams. 11-footer, no. Rebound Levine. I mean, you got to keep going to Porzingis, right? With the undersized Bulls.
With that mismatch, absolutely. He's just going to try to shoot over the top.
Levine, an open dribble drive and a pull-up. Right side 18-footer is good.
A lost start on the mid-range jumper. Boston in that drop coverage, and Zach just strolling in there and drilling it from 15 feet.
Levine with the team high 12, 46-44 Bulls. 2:47 left here in the second quarter with 9 on the clock. Circle right, Porzingis. Now they got Levine playing him. Porzingis, off-balance jumper, good from 15. Robbie, what do you do here?
Well, if the Bulls are going to switch that much, and they're switching a lot of these early actions, you're putting yourself at risk. Porzingis loves to just shoot over the top of smaller players, and that's what he did right there. But you got to fight over is what you got to do.
Levine to the rim.
That's a foul.
Yep, on Tatum. We're tied at 46, 2:21 to go. So if you're Billy Donovan, you've got an undersized ball club to begin with.
Yeah.
We know that. So take us through what he's going to maybe.
Well, the problem is you're switching because you're afraid of getting in rotation with all the Boston shooting. So you're thinking, all right, well, then we'll just switch. Well, the problem is if you switch, well, now you've got to deal with the consequences of putting your guards on a guy like Kristaps Porzingis. But I think that the hesitation comes from playing other ways, whether it's drop, first foul shot's good for Levine. You're thinking, we don't want to play in drop, we don't want to play in hard hedge, because if you get out of it, now you're playing in rotation, and now Boston's going to get open threes.
Well, I mean, do you take your chances when you see 5 of 22 for Boston, or do you stay with the flow?
Boy, this is the top three-point shooting team in the NBA. You're leading by 2. I know some of these baskets are probably frustrating, but I think you keep doing what you're doing.
Over the timeline, Jaylen Brown against Vooch on a switch. They go to White. White on the pump. White on the drive. White challenged by Vooch. They go to Brown. Brown on a hidden shoulder fake. Brown, the no-look feed and a dump. Derek White. And we're tied at 48 at the 2-minute mark.
Bulls defense is just living in rotation right now.
Vooch open, top side three. No. Rebound, and it went off Williams out of bounds. It's going to be Boston ball. Porzingis has come to life. He's got 10, all coming in the second quarter, Robbie.
Well, they're going to keep going to him because the Bulls are going to keep switching this high pick and roll. And when you do that, now you have to deal with the consequences.
1:43 left second. White on Vooch, 3-ball good. But Vooch just shaking his head as
he
he's going
can't guard it any better. He's right there.
Yep. Here's Kobe, dribble, drive at the end line. Up, air ball, caught by Tatum. Here is Tatum with a full head of steam. He finds Brown. Brown puts on the brakes. Foul line left. Tatum is fouled on the release. Jalen Horton-Tucker, he's at the scoring table. That's foul. It's on Kobe White. Let's see what Jalen Horton-Tucker is coming in for as the Bulls try to avoid careless fouls here. And Jalen Horton-Tucker, one thing I'll say about him, Robbie, and you've seen him over the years, he can score.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, he can. He comes off the bench, and he's feeling it. First foul shot by Tatum is no good. Interestingly enough, though, on that last play, I thought Jaylen Brown had a layup or a dunk, but nobody wants those anymore. He jump stopped, he surveyed, and he found Tatum trailing in.
Well, let's talk about what the commissioner said about, they're going to look at the game. If you were, what do you do with this game? Is it becoming a cookie-cutter league?
Yeah, it is, but you also look at the analytics, and I understand why coaches are saying third foul shot is good for Tatum. I get why they're saying this gives us the best statistical chance to win, but I don't think it's great for the enjoyment. I watched Carmelo Anthony score 50 points on pull-ups, and it was awesome.
Levine right down the pipe off the dribble top side, and I'll tell you what, Zach's got the mojo going with a game-high 17. That was his third triple. He's 6 of 9 from the field. 53-51 Boston, under a minute to go, second quarter. Jaylen Brown, they feed the post to Porzingis, twist, turns, and a foul.
Have you said that tonight?
Wow. Well, again, listen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, even though you were at Purdue. But Robbie, I mean, he's 7'3".
He's
a
enormous,
unicorn.
and he's skilled, and they're getting that matchup, and they're hunting it. Bulls are switching the top pick and roll, and that's what's available.
Yep. Well, again, Levine with 17. He looks so good. I'll tell you, Robbie, I know he had the foot surgery and whatnot. He's really had a nice season.
He's had one of the best years of his career. And you look at what he's been able to do against Boston, 28 or more in 2 of the last 3 games against these guys. He's done it 8 times in his career. He's always played well against the Celtics.
55-51, Boston. Bulls ball. We got 40 seconds left in the half. 10 on the shot clock. Levine off a high screen from Vooch. Crossing over. Dribbles to his left. Comes up shooting and scoring again.
That step back was pure. And Chuck, we had a great line on it. You talked about how we're in the corner here. We saw that thing the whole way. Levine tracking and drilling it.
His 4th triple. Meantime, down the floor, Tatum lays it in.
That's just too easy.
It's the Tatum and Levine show.
Yep.
In a 57-54 Boston lead, we got 15 on the shot clock, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Levine with 20, and he has been on fire. Give him the rock and get out of the way. Here's Levine. It's trapped by White and Porzingis. Here's Levine. Comes up shooting again. Rimmed out. Rebound, Jaylen Brown with 4 seconds to go. Brown over the midcourt line. Lets it fly from midcourt. Rim no, hit back iron at halftime, 57-54 Boston, right here on 670 the score in the Boston and the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Modest Bazelis here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 the score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you get 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. So going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
Shut the front door.
winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
that's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Bulls fans, welcome to the Kia Halftime Show. Brought to you by the Kia Telluride, official vehicle of the Chicago Bulls. Here's Chuck Swirsky.
Halftime of the Bulls Network, joined by Julian Phillips, second-year player from the University of Tennessee, drafted 35th overall back in the day. And before we get into your game, I got to ask you about Tennessee. Number one in college basketball. They're playing Ohio State in football. You spent 1 year in Knoxville. Tell me about that 1 year, not only as Julian Phillips as a basketball player, but Julian Phillips just as a student athlete.
Yeah, it was very special. My first college experience, around Tennessee, they call it the everything school because all the sports teams are really good. So it's a very, very fun, very, challenging, very competitive, I'd say, college environment, whether that's from different sports teams or in the classroom as well. I know I spent a very short time there, but I made a lot of great relationships, met a lot of great people, had a lot of fun. So definitely enjoyed my time there.
Yeah, Rick Barnes has an unbelievable resume. What did you learn from him?
Toughness, a lot of that. He's a tough coach to play for, but he loves you a lot. So definitely teach you a lot of toughness coming in. Teach you how to really prepare the right way, how to think just not the game on the court, but outside the game, kind of take care of all the little stuff. So it's a lot of things that he taught me.
So on the football, I've never been to Neyland Stadium. I guess they draw 100,000 plus or whatever the case may be. What's a football experience like on a Saturday?
Yeah, honestly, one of my first games that I went to was when we played Alabama and we beat them, and they rushed the field and we took the goalpost down, and I was like, they were walking around campus with the goalpost and they threw it in the river. So seeing that first was crazy. I didn't even know you could do that, or take that even out the ground. So it gets very crazy on those football games.
All right. Well, let's talk about now in 2024, coming off a double-figure game the other night against Toronto. Where are you at as a player, Julian? How do you feel about your game?
I think I'm, playing really well. Still got a lot to learn. Still got a lot to still be getting better at all around. But just finding the right shots on offense, taking what's given to me. In defense, just being versatile, causing a lot of havoc. And kind of just doing that, I think, is what's getting me to where I've been able to do so far.
Yeah. Now you're taking a lot of corner threes. Is that by design or is that your comfort zone?
Yeah, that's something I'm comfortable at just because of how much work we put into it this summer. Just shooting a lot of threes behind the arc. You get a lot of open shots there. Those are value line shots, as Coach Donovan says. So those are really good shots for our offense, he thinks. So, whenever they're open, definitely want to shoot those.
As far as playing time, everyone wants more time. I understand that. As far as your place in the rotation, have you been able to figure that out yet?
Each game is different. Each game calls for different lineups. Each game calls for different players. So, you go into the game with the same mindset, whether you're playing 40 minutes or you're playing 4 minutes. I think so. Just having that mindset, I think it'll just help you be ready for however much time you end up getting.
All right, good enough. Julian, as always, thank you.
Oh, yes, Chuck. Thank you again.
All right, Julian Phillips of the Chicago Bulls. Third quarter coming up next right here on the Bulls Basketball Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Levine throws it down with a right-handed power dunk.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Don't you love the sounds of the holiday season? The bells, the sleighs. Woohoo! If so, your holiday's now even more magical because now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, you can take home your favorite Hyundai with some of the season's greatest savings.
Drive away now in one of our most popular models with 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So expanding your inventory scores more points for your business. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
Shut the front door.
winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
that's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st. Starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com to gift the entire family with Shaden Precision Eyewear. Enter gift for 20% off and free gift wrapping. Order ships same day if received by 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Free returns and exchanges at SeeBetterPlayBetter.com.
Welcome back into 670 The Score. I'm Alyssa Bergamini on the Kia Halftime Show. The Bulls trail the Celtics by 3 at TD Garden with a score of 57-54 at halftime. The Bulls were listed as the 14.5-point away underdogs. That is courtesy of Circus Sports Illinois. Total points, well, that was set at 241. Player props that I am looking at in tonight's matchup. Let's start with the Bulls and Nikola Vucevic. His over 8.5 rebounds. That was priced at minus 130, while Vooch has pulled down 6 rebounds through the half, so 3 more boards. That cashes out the over. And for the Celtics, Jason Tatum, he has 2 triples off of 6 attempts through halftime. His over 3.5 threes, that was priced at plus 105, so 2 more threes will cash out the over. Those were your courtside odds at the half, presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. You're listening to 670 The Score and the Kia Halftime Show on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. Bulls win.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
At Meijer, we believe the holidays should be a special time. A time when families and friends can gather for the simple purpose of enjoying each other's company. From the gifts and decorations which make the moment, to the fresh ingredients that make the meal. Count on Meijer to bring the magic of the season to life with just one stop. We're always working harder to make the holidays a good deal better. Meijer, bring more good to the holidays.
Do I want to bet on tonight's game? Hell yeah.
Their team is trash. Who are you? The Fireball Dragon. This bet needs some balls.
Round a fireball on him?
Bottle of Fireball.
Shave his head?
Shave his eyebrows.
Tattoo?
Live, laugh, love.
Are we going too far?
Oh, he's running his mouth now.
Tattoo time.
Ignite your rivalry with Fireball.
Please drink responsibly. Fireball Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 21 to 33% alcohol by volume. Says our company, Louisville, Kentucky.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, Downy in the rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Join SNL stars Dana Carvey and David Spade on their podcast, Fly on the Wall, for stories from behind the scenes at SNL and conversations with the biggest names in entertainment. Find Fly on the Wall on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bears fans, throughout the football season, count on the score for the football experts in the know to deliver the insight you crave, including Dave Wanstead.
Caleb is, for a rookie quarterback, he's just light years ahead of the mental part of getting it. The one game they were interviewing him afterwards, and he was talking about why he made a certain throw and why he didn't dump the ball off. I saw him. I knew that if I threw the ball incomplete, it would be out of bounds. You know, in other words, I'm not going to throw an interception on that. God, that is that stuff is impressive.
Olin Kreutz.
You cannot not be excited about watching Caleb Williams play quarterback and know the history of the Chicago Bears and what they've had at quarterback. You cannot not be excited about watching this kid play football.
Along with Brad Biggs, Mark Grody, Dan Wiederer, Matt Bowen, Jared Payton, and many more. Win or lose, get the insider's perspective on the biggest Bears storylines throughout the season. Only on Chicago's Sports Radio 670 The Score and live on the free Odyssey app.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Halftime score here in Boston, 57-54 in favor of the Celtics, who are led in score by the 17 of Jason Tatum, 20 for Zach LaVine. He's drained 4 triples as the Bulls look to surprise the Celtics in the second half of play. Boston 6-24 from 3. The Bulls 10 of 26. We've got third quarter coming up next. Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fan Zach LaVine here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for the Chicago Bulls.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you get 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. So going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Quarter coming up. Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel filling in for Bill Weddington. Melissa Bergamini. Want to thank all the 5 folks, women and men on the Bulls Network, putting us together. Tyler Farringold, Tyler Beautiful, Sean Sears, Doug Lane. And, well, Robbie, what do you think?
Well, Zach LaVine put on a show in that first half. 20 points, some of the shot making on display. He certainly had it going. It'll be interesting to see just how the Bulls manage the high ball screen, high pick and roll. Kristaps Porzingis has been able to get some mismatches. But with that being said, Boston is 6 of 24 from 3, and they're a team that wants to make 19 threes a game. So the Bulls didn't negate that, but it's a tough guard if you're giving up shots at the rim.
All right, so we were underway with the Bulls with Kobe White, and he drops it down mid-post left to Williams. Guarded by Porzingis. 10 on the clock. In the paint. And the scoring 4-footer by the Vooch.
Well, I love the action. Boston, again, kind of doing that weird invert. You've got Tatum guarding Vucevic, and just a cross screen brings him over. That size mismatch. Good job, good recognition by the Bulls.
And here's a right side jumper by Brown off the mark. Another rebound for Vooch. Working on a 9.7 rebound, 3 assist game. He is having a fabulous year. Vooch with a handoff to Kobe, topside 3. Hit back rim. Hits the top of the backboard. Kept in play. Tatum with a rebound to White. 57-56. Underneath Holiday. Holiday had a clear out against Kobe. Turnaround jumper, 6-footer is good. Drew Holiday.
That's the recognition by Boston. He's able to get deep against Kobe White. They throw it to him in the post just because he's their point guard. He'll post you up too.
Patrick Williams blows past Porzingis with a layup. But Patrick, he has brought his A-game tonight.
From the 3 and the dribble drive. Good job there at getting that thing to the board and not allowing Porzingis to get a piece.
11 for Williams. 59-58. Boston by 1. Brown backing it on Zach. Goes to Tatum. Comes up shooting in 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And Patrick Williams trying to help out there with Zach LaVine, but just a little too much space to Jason Tatum.
Tatum's third triple. Running baseline left. Kobe keeps the handle. Foul line right. In front to Zach. Nice feed inside, and Vooch got tied up.
I don't understand the Boston invert, but they did it some 3 weeks ago, and they've been content to have Jason Tatum on a lot of these possessions guard Vooch. And the Bulls have got to recognize that. Good job by Zach. He just shoveled that in there with his left hand. Vooch has to dominate that matchup, and that's what he's done on these first 2 possessions for the Bulls.
62-58 Boston. Kobe. And they go to Patrick Williams against White. Bang it away on the left angle. And what a block by White, who just ripped the ball out of his hands. Here is Tatum. Clean look, topside 3. No. Rebound. Vooch, and here we go. Step pass to LaVine. LaVine over the 8, second line, wide left against Jaylen Brown. The screen from Vooch. Now you got Tatum playing LaVine on the right side. Williams back to Zach LaVine. Vooch demanding the ball. He had Brown on him and didn't get it. And here is LaVine, step back, right side 3, got it. Zach LaVine's 5th triple, he has 23.
Boy, Derek White just threw his hands up like, what else can I do? Now a Bull steal.
Ayo Dosunmu with the steal, dribble drive. Near corner, Kobe for 3. Nope, weak side rebound. Porzingis, 62-61. Boston, we have played 2.5 minutes. Third quarter right here on the Bulls Network. What a ball game here in B-Town. White settles for a wing 3 and scores on the left side. When we talk about Robbie off the air about threes,
they're going to keep shooting them, man.
Williams, LaVine, hard left-hand dribble drive. Wants it, feels it. Comes up shooting, 15-footer no. Back tap by Porzingis to Drew Holiday. Pull-up jumper, topside 3, nope. Rebound White. You gotta love analytics. Here's Kobe, dribble drive, and the ball deflected out of bounds. I'm being facetious, but it was a 1-on-3 and a pull-up.
I hate that. Like I think there's value in going and getting some points, even if it is a layup. They're going to review this.
Yep. So while we're going to have a review, let's take a break. 6:70 the score, the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Lonzo Ball here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So expanding your inventory scores more points for your business. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
So the review is in, and all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. And Tony Brothers just announced to the crowd that instead of it being called out of bounds on Kobe White, they're going to assess a personal foul to Drew Holiday. So it is a shooting foul, and the Bulls will get 2 foul shots off that transition opportunity. The third quarter is sponsored by AARP. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
You're a few years from that. Some of us aren't. But, Robbie, by the way, when's your next college camp?
Saturday in Cincinnati.
You got a game tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday, I think.
See what happens when we're all
yes,
like,
every day is the same is what it is. That's what happens.
That's what happens in basketball, folks. So we got Kobe at the line. White in 18 minutes, 1 of 8 from the field. He makes the free throw.
He's still trying to kind of find the rhythm, Chuck. Back the last 4 games.
He's had a tough month.
Yeah, only 40% from 2 over that 4 and 31% from 3. Missed those 2 games, hurt his ankle against Boston. Second foul shot's good. But Kobe White trying to find some rhythm with his jumper.
65-63 Boston. Holiday, they got Williams on him.
They're going to get Kobe White for grabbing Jason Tatum. Another high ball screen leads to a switch, and Kobe's trying to fight like crazy. But it's hard because Tatum is physical.
Silent about Tatum and played for Zingas to Holiday. Drew Holiday, one of 3 brothers that played NBA ball. And Tatum with a slip cut and a 2-handed dunk.
Really good slip by Tatum there. Knew the Bulls were going to switch. Just slipped right out. Got a dunk.
Io, left wing pass to Vooch. Cross court to Levine. Left-hand dribble drive. Back to Vooch. Power move to the rim. Setting up Io. Left corner 3. Air ball. Wow. Over the timeline, Jaylen Brown against Patrick Williams with a pull-up jumper. That's off the mark. Rebound, Io Dosunmu, and the Bulls off and running. Right to left over the midcourt line. Dosunmu against Drew Holiday. Left wing pass to White. And they dump it down, left block to Vooch. Up top to Io, line to the lane. Kobe receives an ankle pass. 2 jab steps to Vooch on the left point. In the near corner, Io with 4 on the clock. Patrick Williams zigzags his way. In the left corner, Io up top, Kobe fires up a 3 and nails it before the shot clock expires.
That was probably one of his toughest looks of the night. Had to get it up, caught that thing with 0.5, 0.6 on the shot clock. Kobe White pretty contested, didn't matter.
67-66. Boston with a rock. 7.5 to play third. Tatum against Williams. Tatum holds. Cross court. Brown to the rim. Oh, rimming. Got it. Foul. Robbie, what happened there?
Well, just dribble drive on the baseline. You get beat on the dribble, and Patrick Williams comes over, and he's kind of in between. You just got to go vertical. He looked like he thought about going vertical, but then just got Jaylen Brown across the forehead there. If you're in between, you might as well just do nothing, and now an opportunity for 3 for Brown at the line.
Jaylen Brown has played 23 minutes with a 6.3 rebound, 4 assists game. He has missed all 5 of his threes. He's 3 of 10 from the floor, and the free throw is up short, way short.
But, Chuck, that's got to be, if Patrick's going to foul him, then really foul him. You know, that's one of those where you're just giving up an and one. Luckily, Boston can't take advantage at the line.
69-66 Celtics. Spraying off to the left side as Zach LaVine steps back three on Porzingis popped out. Rebound White. Here's Jaylen Brown on a crossover against Kobe White. Brown against Mavis Buzelis. Watson feels it. Driving. No. And a foul on Buzelis. And I'll tell you what, the moment Brown saw Mavis guarding him on single coverage.
You know, it's a feeling that every rookie in this league has, where it's just like when you get matched up with the stars and they see that it's one-on-one against a young player, man, that those eyes light up. And Jaylen Brown knew exactly where he was going.
Robbie, for our listeners in the great Midwest who have followed your storied career with Purdue and then, of course, with the Minnesota Ball Club in the NBA, who is your toughest cover who just got all over you?
Kevin Durant. I'd like to not relive the first quarter of guarding him as a rookie.
And how about the Big Ten?
Well, in the Big Ten, we had Evan Turner, we had Draymond Green. You know, the league was really good at the time that I was in there. Evan was probably the toughest guard. But I think back to guarding Durant. He had not brought the ball up the entire game. We got in a little bit of foul trouble. I got put in the last 3 minutes of the first quarter to guard him. He started bringing it up every time. We basically played one-on-one in front of 15,000 at the Target Center. And it did not end well, as you can imagine.
7 minutes to go third. 71-66. Boston by 5. Kobe walks over the midcourt line straight on. Kobe leans over the bounce. 14 on the clock. Rolling to his right, and a pass intended for Vooch. We got a Boston foul.
Yeah, Al Horford was all over the arm of Kobe White. Really impacted that pass. Tatum thought he had a steal, but there was definitely a foul.
Side out of bounds. As the foul is on Horford, his second, third team, and play to Vooch. Vooch, felt high, left-hand dribble, bounce pass left wing to Kobe. Dribbles to his right, now reverses, goes to his left, in the near quarter. Buzelis for three, no. Rebound Tatum.
I think Modest has got to recognize Vooch has a mismatch down there. When he's got the matchup, throw it into him.
You know, he is so athletic. I'd like to see him take Boston off the dribble.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here's White, unattended, three ball, no. Off the hands of Porzingis, gobbled up by Kobe. Here's Kobe over the midcourt line, sees the seam to the rim and the finish with right hand, Kobe White.
Well, Boston just never stopped the ball, so Kobe kept bringing it. He goes upstairs and hammers that thing.
Celtic ball, 71-68. Over the top pass to Horford, near corner. White for three, no. Rebound Lonzo Ball. Here is Lonzo over the timeline. Lonzo on a crossover. Negotiates his way in midcourt to LaVine, and a pass intended for Vooch. Broken up by Porzingis in the near quarter as Peyton Pritchard returns for Boston. Pritchard in the first half with 8 points, 4 boards, and 1 assist. We're going to have a timeout. 5:50 left. Third quarter, 71-68 Boston on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Billy Donovan here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Third quarter, 5:50 left, 71-68 Boston. Let's take a station ID, Bulls Radio Network.
Marshall Harris here. We're talking Bulls on the Bernstein and Harris Show. Middays, 10 to 2 on the Score on Odyssey Sports Station. WSCR, Chicago. WBMX HD 2 Chicago.
Join the Bulls Kid Nation Kids Club presented by BMO today. All-star members receive invites to exclusive events, special prizes, and a new membership kit. Get in on all the fun this season at bulls.com/Kid Nation.
First of a home-and-home series, Boston will be at the United Center Saturday. Wide left on the baseline. Ball to Levine. Shot blocked by White. His third rejection of the game. Down the floor, Horford to White. Cross-court Pritchard. In the far corner, Porzingis 4-3. Got it.
That was a heck of a play by Derek White. Zach LaVine was getting that up quickly. He was open for a split second. Derek White just shut it down.
Here's Kobe setting up Buzelis. The Bulls swing it around to Vooch, and a three is good on the left point.
Well, the Bulls getting the Celtics in some rotation. The extra pass is there. Good decision by Buzelis to swing that ball. And Vooch continues to smolder from downtown.
Vooch 2-3. Vooch with a 12-8-4 game, folks. 74-71, a one-possession lead for Boston. Tatum one-on-one with the rookie Buzelis to the rim and a foul. And again, what do you do here if you're Billy Donovan? Do you start thinking about subbing for Buzelis?
Yeah, I mean,
because they are targeting
They're hunting him on the floor, and it's certainly a part of the experience. Lonzo Ball going over to Modest and kind of giving him some encouragement. Ayo Dosunmu coming in. Looks like he's coming in for Kobe White. But it's not a good feeling when you're out there. It's your first season in the NBA, and you're like, man, I don't know who else I'm going to guard. It has to be Tatum.
Tatum makes a free throw. I got to ask you a question, Robbie, because, Jokic, Giannis, I mean, you could go right down the list of MVP guys, but you never hear about Tatum.
Yeah, I know. And it's like this dude is an NBA champion. He's sixth in the NBA in scoring at 28 a game. He's got 4 of his last 6 where he's had 28 or more. He just got named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Robbie,
surprised that he's not in there, honestly.
He's averaged 24 more points in 6 straight seasons.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Levine scissors on Porzingis.
Look at that.
What a layup and what a play. Individual talent by Zach LaVine with 25.
He's one of those guys that is just blessed with superior athleticism. Unbelievable play.
White, no. Offensive rebound, Horford. Reset on the clock. Here is Tatum accepting the pass in front. Up a Porzingis screen. Inside Porzingis. Good shot blocked. It's loose. Picked up by Porzingis to Tatum. Power move to the rim. Trying to dunk it with right hand and miss. Down the floor, Levine. Levine to the rack. No, and a foul.
Well, I thought Zach should just went up there and cracked it himself. He slowed down with the Euro step. Well, Boston not happy with the call.
Let's see a replay up here, Robbie.
There's the Euro.
Oh.
Boy, it looked like Porzingis got a lot of ball there.
Yeah. Wow.
And Zach with that Euro step goes up. Yeah, man, that Bulls are fortunate.
This is going to put Levine at the line. He's 2 of 2, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and the first of 2 up and good. 76-74 Boston, 4:21 to play here in the third. Buzelis leaves and Julian Phillips returns. He played 8 first-half minutes with 5 points, couple of boards, and 1 assist.
Chuck, I'm surprised that Levine didn't just go right up with that.
Yep.
I think with as athletic as he is and quick as he is, he could have easily beat everybody down and hammered that thing.
He goes 2 of 2 at the line. Once again, I have to tell all our listeners what a great first half of the season Levine has enjoyed.
No question.
All the noise, you can forget about it. This guy has come to play each and every night. Here's Tatum against Vooch. Nasty crossover, 3 crossovers. Bobble the ball. He has to pick it up. 6 on the clock. Vooch staying right with it. Porzingis comes up shooting. Sidestep 3. No. The back tap by Horford to Tatum. They go far corner, White, 4-3. No. Rebound, Vooch. And here come the Bulls.
Yeah, Vooch just getting out there, getting in a stance and guarding Jason Tatum.
Levine on a ball fake. Levine jump pass in the right corner. Ball almost traveled. Mid-post right boot. Trying to clear out against Horford. 8 on the clock. Backing in on the right block. Curls inside. Watson fields it and missed. On a runner with the left hand. And here come the Celtics. 76-75. Boston by 1 with the ball. Peyton Pritchard delivers up top now to Tatum. Tatum 2 jab steps. Puts it on the deck against Vooch. Tatum sprays off. Comes up shooting for 3. No. Rebound Ayo. And the Bulls off and running with Levine. The lead pass off the hands of Vooch. Taken away by Tatum. They go to White. White picked up by Ayo on the far sideline. Cross-court Pritchard to Porzingis. Porzingis driving on Vooch. A slap, and the ball goes out of bounds. We heard that way up here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. And Porzingis saying, what's up with that? Bulls caught a major break.
How is that not a foul? Porzingis, a little shot fake, and then Vooch just karate chops him across the arm.
They're going to give Vooch a block.
That's a defensive play not well earned. Although Vooch has had a couple really nice sequences of guarding over these last couple minutes. But there, he was content to give the foul. The refs just didn't give it to him.
Boston came in shooting 37% beyond the arc, 13th in the league. Tonight, 9 of 37, 24%. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard against Aldo Sumu, an exceptional defensive player. Wraparound dribble deep in the lane. Pritchard shakes, fakes, turnaround jumper, way short from 3.
Yeah, good job by Ayo, staying locked in. No matter what Pritchard was showing, Ayo was right there.
Kalen Horton-Tucker, near corner, ball for 3, off the mark. The back tap, great job by Phillips to Smith to Horton-Tucker. Horton-Tucker with the deep topside 3. No.
Oh, what a
offensive rebound. Phillips, we're going to have a loose ball foul on Boston.
That's something, Chuck, that he can really improve at, but has all the tools to be a great offensive rebounder in this league. Multiple efforts flying in. Julian Phillips, big time here on this possession, crashing the offensive glass.
That's going to put Phillips at the line, shooting 2. Bulls looking to take the lead here, 76-75. The Bulls have left this on the floor tonight, trying for their 3rd straight win. And the free throw's up and good with a victory. The Bulls will go on 2 games under the 500 mark. Wow. They are 8-6 on the road by virtue of a win 2 nights ago in Toronto. And Julian Phillips has just given the Bulls a 77-76 lead with 2:31 to play 3rd. Peyton Pritchard over the second line. Right forecourt. Pritchard on a switch coming by Jalen Smith. Pritchard, they go to Horford deep in the right corner against Phillips. We have 8 on the shot clock. The pass goes inside the paint to Porzingis, twists, turns on ball, and scores.
Yeah, again, Bulls switch, and you just got Lonzo Ball fighting for his life down there against Porzingis. And there's not much you can do when he's 7'3".
Horton-Tucker at the top of the key. And to the left wing to Phillips, back to THT. Wants it, feels it, driving on Horford. Lost the handle on a shot. Horton-Tucker recovers to Ayo Sumu, dancing in the lane. And Horton-Tucker comes up shooting a 3. No, hit right rim on the right wing. Here comes Boston, 78-77. Celtics by 1. Tatum all the way to the rack on Horton-Tucker and slams it down with a hammer dunk with the right hand.
That hesitation and blow-by there is impressive stuff from Jason Tatum.
And now this crowd really into the ball game here. Aldo Sumu in the right corner. Change the pace, dribble drive. Shot rejected by Porzingis. It's loose on the floor. Ball picks it up. Phillips right wing 3. No. Rebound off the hands of Smith. Collected by Lonzo. Left point. Ayo for 3. Yes.
The physicality, though, that Jalen Smith brings to this ball game, a guy that's been a pretty good offensive rebounder these last couple, he takes it right to Porzingis, keeps that ball alive. Great recognition by Lonzo Ball to spray it to 3.
80-80 ball game. 3rd quarter, 40 seconds left. Pritchard, rainbow 3 on Jalen Smith, right down the pipe.
That's a step back, too. Peyton Pritchard is cold-blooded, man.
Horton-Tucker banging away with Pritchard. Turnaround jumper, baseline left, rimmed out. Rebound, Tatum.
A little 2-for-1 there from THT.
Horton-Tucker is 1 of 6. Made his first shot has missed his last 5. 10 on the shot clock. 16 seconds left late third. 83-80 Boston. Tatum defended by Phillips. Crossing over. Double pump. Contact. No whistle. And he still scores on the left wing. 7 seconds left. Horton Tucker over the midcourt line. 2 seconds to go. Horton Tucker stumbles to the rim. Baker got it. They're going to count it. We go to the fourth quarter. 86-82 Boston on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Oh, my goodness, I was sick.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my run in PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
Welcome back into 670 The Score. The Celtics lead the Bulls by 4, 86-82. Entering the final frame, the Bulls were listed as the 14.5-point underdogs before tip-off. And the total points, well, that was set at 241. Courtside odds are presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Chuck, Robbie, back to you in Boston.
Celtics by 4 as we start the fourth quarter. Looking to kickstart your career in sports? Join us for the Career Fair presented by BMO Student Pass on January 10th. Taking a career panel with Bulls staff. Visit with over 25 sports organizations and get a ticket to Bulls versus Wizards for just $39. Visit bulls.com/career fair for more details. And Chuck, we talked about the three-point shooting going to be so important. 105 threes attempted 3 weeks ago between these two teams. Boston 11 of 39, Chicago 14 of 40, and that is your stat of the game, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Boston with a very tight 8-man rotation. The Bulls have played 10. Fourth quarter underway. Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel, Alyssa Bergavini. Boston 86-82. Pritchard in front of Horford. Back to Pritchard on Smith. 3 short. Long rebound. Who else but Pritchard? Near corner 3. No. Weak side rebound. Aldo Sumu accelerates over the timeline. Going all the way to the rack. Gets it up near corner. And a 3 by Phillips off the mark. Rebound Springer. The handoff to Brown. Brown over the Leprechaun in right full court. Wide open Pritchard. No. Bulls catch a break with Smith grabbing the board for the Bulls. Horton Tucker's going to launch a right corner 3 way off the mark. Horton Tucker gets it back. Jump pass left side. Lonzo for 3.
My
no
goodness.
chance. Offensive rebound. Jalen Smith. Left elbow 3 by Io.
Finally, a 3 goes down. I mean, that was just back and forth action. Bulls living a little bit dangerously, but the offensive glass paying off. And Io DeSumo finding that stroke from the left corner.
86-85 Boston. Early fourth quarter on 670 The Score. And the Bulls network. Jaylen Brown on Jalen Horton-Tucker, turnaround, no, and a curl and a foul after Horton-Tucker initially slapped the ball away.
Well, that's big boy basketball right there, Chuck. You've got a very physical dribble driver in Jalen Brown, and certainly Taylor Horton-Tucker, a physical player in his own right, but Brown just grinding that out, staying with the play, and earning 2 at the line.
So Jalen Brown, 26 minutes with an 8.3 rebound, 4 assists game. And you have to wonder, ladies and gentlemen, taking nothing away from the Bulls defense on Brown, whether or not his personal issue with the house that he and his mother live in, and it was vandalized. Fortunately, they were not home at the time, but he did take time away from the Celtics facility to be with his mom, whether or not it's really affected him.
And was it a break?
I mean, they are. Yes,
it was. Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen, there are more important things than this.
No question. Yep. And that's an issue that a lot of pro athletes, you look at those NFL guys, and these guys are, it's so well publicized where everybody's at.
With Mahomes and Kelsey. Here's Aldo Subaru, turns the corner and lays it in through the lane with a right-hand layup.
Boy, miscommunication there by the Celtics, not talking out that ball screen. And Ayo comes off, strong right hand, getting all the way to the rim.
The Bulls are giving the NBA champion Celtics everything they can handle and more. Holiday, nice feed inside. Brown with a layup.
That cut by Jalen Brown is big time. Julian Phillips trying to be physical with him, and Brown just took that thing right to the front of the rim.
Kobe on the edge of the left wing. Gives it up near corner to Phillips on the left side. Kobe. Perimeter ball movement by the Bulls with Aldo Subaru at the top of the key. Horton-Tucker right elbow 3. Good.
That roll and replace is hard to guard. You got Drew Holiday. He's got to be the help man on the pick and roll. That leaves Taylor Horton-Tucker right side of the floor, open and ready to let it fly.
90-90. 9:44 left here in the fourth. Brown backing in on Ayo, deep in the lane. Ball poked loose. It's still loose. A dive for the ball. Recovered by Horford. Springer near corner 3. That's off the mark. Rebound. And here come the Bulls with Phillips to Horton-Tucker. Horton-Tucker with a power move to the rack. And a right-hand layup. Taylor Horton-Tucker. Timeout. Boston. Wow, 92-90 Bulls as Taylor Horton-Tucker. 5 unanswered points. He's got 7. Back with more in a moment. Bulls by 2 on the Bulls Basketball Network.
Bulls fans, Ayo Dosunmu here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
All right, we've got 9:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Bulls up by a deuce, 92-90. Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel, filling in for Bill Wenderton, Listen Bergamini. Tyler Farragle, Tyler Bidova, Sean Sears, 670 The Score Studios. Doug Lane getting it done here in Boston. And we want to thank all the women and men for putting us on the radio. So Bulls going with Phillips, Dosumu, Horton Tucker, White, and Smith. Horton Tucker has scored the last 5 points for the Bulls. Jaylen Brown fires it up for three. No. Rebounded by Smith. Boston, 11 of 44, 25%, and all the way to the rim and the layup by Dosumu.
Ayo's so good right there. In the open floor, a little behind the back. You got a gamble by Jaylen Brown, and Dosumu makes it pay.
Bulls with their biggest lead of the ballgame at 4, 94-90. Brown on the edge on the right side. 2 jab steps. Dribbles to his left. Crossing over on Phillips with a spin to the rim. He finds Holiday a right elbow three. No. Rebound Springer. Goes to the floor. Turns it over. Here's Ayo. Gives it up to Kobe. Kobe, a staggered dribble on the baseline. Left corner pass. Phillips for three. Yes! And the Bulls lead by 7. 97-90 with 8.5 to play in the fourth quarter.
But Chuck, that play doesn't happen if Jalen Smith doesn't fight everybody off on the Celtics off for that defensive rebound, allowing the Bulls to get out there. Great pass by Kobe White to the corner.
Here's Pritchard. They go to Horford. Top side three. No. Rebound. Kobe White. Make it 11 of 46 for Boston from three. 23%. Horton Tucker against Springer splits the defense to the rim, and the ball stripped out of his hands.
Oh, they're saying that's off Taylor Horton Tucker's leg.
Yeah. 7:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Bulls, they are up by 7. This would be a monumental upset against one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Leaning over the bounce, Brown against Phillips with that length. Brown
that's
on
Smith.
Foul. And
yeah, they got
it off.
Just overdone there. Jaylen Brown with that off arm, shoving Stick Smith way back there. A little bit of a late call, but it was the right one. Just a discard, and honestly unnecessary. Brown didn't have to do that.
Boy, Boston, 11 of 46, 23%. To me, that is the story of this game. That and the tenacity of the Bulls. And here, Ayo right through the paint with a layup.
Chuck, that's a couple times now where we've seen the Bulls run that play, and just nobody from Boston has stopped Ayo Dosunmu once he's come off the ball screen.
The Bulls are taking it to the Celtics here in the fourth quarter. 99-90 Bulls, 7:20 left. Here's White against Jalen Smith. A foul on Smith beyond the arc, and are they going to call a foul on the floor or a shooting foul?
It's a shooting foul.
Shooting foul. The Bulls on a 19-4 run over the last 4.5 minutes.
We're looking right at Jason Tatum. He's on the end of the Celtics bench, and you almost wonder if this is how this keeps going, how much longer can Joe Mazzulla keep him over there?
Well, I think you got to put him in now, to be honest with you.
That foul by it was Jalen Smith got him there. Yeah, it was Jalen Smith. It's one of those where the Celtics have been so ice cold from three and just get a contest, but you can't foul Derek White right there.
7:18 to go. Billy Donovan calls timeout. He often does this with an opponent at the foul line. We're going to take a break. 99-92 Bulls. 7:18 to go in the fourth quarter. 6:70 of the score on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. It's time to dance.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
All right, welcome back. Bulls Network. Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel, Alyssa Bergamini. We have 7:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulls on the road with a 7-point lead, 99-92. Bulls have outscored Boston 17-6 in the fourth quarter. Boston at 11-46, only 23% from three-point country.
And, Chuck, we talked a lot in the first half about how the Bulls were giving up some looks to Kristaps Porzingis with the switching. But that's also taken away all the weak side action and pick and roll where you're talking about throwing a skip pass and getting open threes. It's been a lot of individual plays by Boston. Guys going off the bounce, trying to take guys like Vooch or Jalen Smith or even Julian Phillips off the bounce. Foul shot goes down, but the Bulls' game plan has worked. It's given them some baskets inside, but it's taken away a lot of the threes.
99-93 after White makes three straight free throws following the foul. As Kobe works on Horford. Left-hand dribble drive, jump pass, left side. Horton Tucker three, way off the mark. Rebound loose, and Kobe outruns Brown for the ball on the far sideline. Here is Kobe. Dribble drive, steps back. Vooch on a pump. Vooch on a drive. Vooch jump pass, right corner, Levine. In front, Kobe for three. No. And it is a loose ball foul. What do we have here? Either it's going to be Chicago ball out of bounds.
0.6 on the clock.
Yep, we are on the other end of the floor. For a moment, I thought they were going to call Boston with a loose ball
that's
foul.
what I thought too. Right, man, Vooch on the dribble drive. He had Peyton Pritchard there. I wish he would have just went up and scored it instead of spraying it out for a three.
We had 0.6 of a second on the inbounds. Baseline left, Horton Tucker. 99-93 Bulls. Horton Tucker holding and looking, still holding. And it goes to Levine, and you got to shoot it, and it's a shot clock violation.
That's just 0.6 seconds. It's got to be a catch and shoot immediately.
The Bulls, 8 turnover. Boston, the fewest in the league at 11. They only have 3. So here's White against Kobe. White at the top of the circle against Vooch. And they're going to Tatum against Kobe White. Wide left. Feldhauer, right-hand dribble. Now they got Vooch playing Tatum in front. And the far wing and a three off the mark. Rebound, Horton Tucker. And the hits keep on missing for Boston. 11-47 from three. Zach Levine, belt high, left-hand dribble. Wants it, fields it, 3 crossovers, 4 crossovers. Delivers it to Kobe. Posting up his Vooch outside the box on the right. Deep in the lane. And the ball poked out of his hands, taken away by White. White over the midcourt line. White to Porzingis to Pritchard. Near quarter. Jalen Brown for 3. Book it.
A very unselfish play there by Peyton Pritchard. Could have easily taken that. Made one more pass to the corner. Jalen Brown drills it.
Here's Zach Levine at the top of the circle with a handoff to Taylor Horton Tucker on a post up. And a reverse, no. Rebound. Boston, 99-96 Bulls. Horton Tucker had a good look, just couldn't get it to go. Here's Brown to the rim. Shot rejected. Phillips came out of nowhere. And then the pass intercepted by White, who goes to the floor. He got hit at midcourt. And the Celtics run to make sure he's all right. He is down on the floor.
Julian Phillips was going for that steal. Really long outlet pass to Derek White. And Phillips, it was unintentional. It was nothing malicious, but he clipped him across the face pretty good.
All right, let's talk about this run now. The Bulls, 99-96 with 5:24 to play. What's happened now here, Robbie?
Well, the Celtics clearly have found a rhythm here, and they're not going to stop shooting these threes. But it's the same play over and over again. It's middle ball screen. It's can you make a play? And then Boston's got a couple stops. It's gotten them out in transition. When Jaylen Brown makes that three.
So here come the Boston Celtics after Vooch records a double-double in 12 and 10, his 16th. They're going to Tatum. Fires it up on Williams. Way off the mark from three. Pritchard and Io diving for the ball. Pritchard puts two hands on the ball, and we have a jump. Oh, and Jaylen Brown is red hot.
He's about to get attacked.
He's going to get attacked.
Boy, what a terrible
Justin
time to do
Van Dyne.
But Jaylen Brown came in there hot.
Yep. And when we say hot,
he's still pointing at the ref. I mean, they need to get him away from the official.
Yep. I'll tell you what, he was in the grill of official Justin Van Dyne. I mean, he was face to face, and he's still hot. He is pointing his fingers. Now he's having a conversation with Tony Brothers. And Levine will shoot the tech. 99-96 Bulls. You can hear this crowd of 19,156. Zach Levine with 27. 4-4 from the line. The ball is up, and it is good.
I just watched the replay, Chuck, and it looks like they almost called a foul. I could have sworn on the floor they called it a jump ball, but it looked like he pointed at Peyton Pritchard.
Well, the coaching staff.
But now they're jumping it up, so they definitely called a jump ball. What was Jaylen Brown so upset about?
Either he misread the call or he was upset with something away from the play.
Jaylen Brown just got ejected.
Yep, he did.
Wow.
Jaylen Brown has been ejected by Justin Van Dyne. Wow, this is a huge turning point because Brown had 7 fourth-quarter points and triggered this comeback. 196 Bulls, 5:12 left, fourth quarter. Here is Levine. It is up, and it is good. And they got to escort Brown out of the ball game.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
No.
Tony Brothers is now walking him back, but they just shot the free throw. That was his second tech.
Well, you know what? They've got to take him out of the game.
But they're not.
Well, wait a minute. Who else got the tech?
I am so confused.
I think everyone is. And the tip off the hands of Porzingis out of bounds. I don't get it.
Was it Joe Mazzulla got the first tech?
Maybe that was the case. 101-96 Bulls. Either way, we don't have an explanation, and we don't have one from the Celtics PR staff. So
it says on the stat thing, technical foul Boston, so it must have come from the bench.
Io Dosunmu against Pritchard in front. Levine, clean look. 3 ball, got it. Zach Levine with 32. Timeout, Boston. 104-96, Bulls with 4:58 to go. And believe it or not, some of the fans here in Boston are filing to the exit. Wow. We'll be back in a moment. 670 The Score in the Bulls Network.
Bulls fans, Kobe White here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score. Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps you do more of what you love. Like a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. And with 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com, going the extra mile for your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Welcome back. Chuck Swirsky, Robbie Hummel, along with Alyssa Bergametti. 4:58 left here in the fourth quarter in Boston. 104-96. Bulls in the first of a series home and home. We'll be at the United Center Saturday night against the Celtics. But right now, the focus on the road in Beantown. with the Bulls in front with Brown against Kobe White. Up top, Tatum floats the pass inside Porzingis to the rim. No! Right near the cup and pulled down by Vooch. Levine with 32 advances on the left wing off a high screen from Vooch. They go left elbow, Ayo, cross court, right corner, Patrick Williams. Power move to the rim, lost the handle. Tatum with the steal. Tatum on the runway. Tatum on the 1-on-4. He got stripped. Williams dives to the ball, gives it up to Ayo, and the Bulls go the other way in transition. Ayo, Levine, right wing three, off the mark. Rebound Porzingis, but we have 4 minutes left here in regulation.
Boy, Zach got a good look. What a play by Ayo Dosunmu to take that from Tatum.
Tatum turns the corner on the baseline on the left block and lays it in. Timeout, Billy Donovan. 104-98 Bulls. What a ball game. Don't leave us, folks, on 670 The Score, the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ayo to the rack and the right-handed dunk, going coast to coast.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
It's that time of year. The college football playoffs are back. And with the new expanded 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever, bringing you all the hard-hitting, high-flying excitement that you love. This new format guarantees more drama, more competition, and more unforgettable plays as the nation's top teams battle it out for the ultimate prize in college football. TNT Sports coverage of the college football playoffs kicks off on December 21st, starting with the college football playoffs kickoff show at 11 p.m. Eastern. Leading into our first matchup, the Southern Methodist University Mustangs battle the Penn State Nittany Lions at noon. Then, the Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is college football at its finest. Unmissable action, unforgettable moments, and all the intensity you've come to love. Be sure to catch every play, every touchdown, and every game-changing moment. Live on TNT, True TV, TBS, and Max. Let the road to the championship begin.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter. 4 minutes left, 9. Let's see. The Bulls had a lead of 9, Robbie. And on the inbounds, it goes to Kobe in a 104-98 lead for the Bulls. We have 15 on the clock. They're going to look for Zach. Zach LaVine will take over this game. He's working on Tatum. They feed Vooch and intercept it from behind, but Vooch recovers. LaVine fakes right, goes left with a spin and the right elbow. 3-ball taken and made. Patrick Williams.
What a recognition there by Zach. The skip pass was open, enough time on the shot clock. Across the floor, Patrick Williams, massive shot.
Tatum in traffic, can't get it to go near the cup. Rebound Vooch, 107-98 Bulls. What a performance by the Bulls. Kobe, jump pass up top, Vooch. 14 on the clock. On the edge of the three-point arc, it's Levine. Bounce pass up top, Kobe. And a slip cut to Vooch, and we have a foul on Boston. 3:10 left. 107-98 Bulls.
Jason Tatum doesn't like it, but if that foul wasn't called, it was going to be a wide-open layup for Vooch. And now Tatum just got teched.
Yeah.
Boston is self-imploding out here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. Normally, the Celtics play with so much poise, but not tonight.
No.
And the Bulls have frustrated them. This is an outstanding defensive effort by the Chicago Bulls, who came in, giving up 121 points, second highest in the NBA. Boston came in averaging 119. They've been held to 98 points.
Well, Chuck, think about how different this is from 3 weeks ago at the United Center, where Boston hung 138 on the Bulls.
Yep. On the inbounds, it goes to Levine. Levine with the handoff, holding and looking. And he goes left side now to Ayo Dosunmu at the top of the key on Pritchard and Porzingis. Shot blocked by Porzingis. Here comes Boston. Under 3 minutes to go. And Brown kept it in play to Peyton Pritchard in the near corner. White driving, double on the ball. The handoff to Brown, up and good.
Really smart play there by Derek White. Drives into that lane, draws two, dishes it off. Jalen Brown getting the easiest bucket of his night.
108-100 Bulls. 2:39 left here in regulation. Zach LaVine weaving. Zach LaVine circle right. 19-footer good. Zach LaVine with 35.
And that was well defended. Porzingis there. LaVine snaking that ball screen, pulling up and stepping back for two.
and Jalen Brown drove into a double team, split it, and scored on a right-handed layup. 110-102 Bulls with 2:15 left. Here's Levine driving left angle. His shot blocked by White and a foul called by Tony Brothers. That's going to go on Pritchard.
I was going to say, let's see if Derek White gets a tee now. He didn't like the call either. We're looking at the Jumbotron here. Levine making a move to the rim. Hard to tell on that angle. Now we've got our replays. Yeah, I think Derek White got him on the forearm there.
What a ball game. Levine missed 5 on the free throw. He's 7 of 8 from the line. The Bulls are 13 of 15, but Levine has been magnificent with a game-high 35. Levine takes a deep breath, spins that ball with 2:12 to go in the fourth, and he rattled it home. Zach with 36. 111-102, Bulls up by 9. Time winding down with 2:08 to play. In front to Brown. Brown against Levine. Top side 3. Way off the mark. Rebound Io. We're at the 2-minute mark, folks. 2 minutes remaining. Kobe zigzags to the rim and the finish with the right hand.
Chuck, it's been surprising to see the Celtics' lack of poise, but the Bulls have totally capitalized, and they are on the doorstep of a massive road win.
Oh, Joe Mazzola is red hot at this officiating crew, and he is giving Tony Brothers all he can handle. We're going to keep it right here. 113-102 Bulls, and now the majority of this crowd leaving for the exits. 19,156, and the Bulls are about to come into Boston and get a dub, and they have earned every single point of this one. More importantly, holding Boston to 102 points, 17 under their season average.
Well, Chuck, if you're going to beat these guys, you've got to guard them from 3. 12 of 50 for the Boston Celtics. That's good for 24%. The Bulls just switched in a lot of this action. It's been a lot of one-on-one, a lot of stagnation by the Celtics, and the Bulls have clearly and visibly frustrated this Boston team.
The Bulls have lost 5 in a row in this series and 4 straight here in Boston. Wow. I mean, overall, the Bulls are looking to end an 8 straight game versus the Celtics in a 10 games get back in the mid-80s. And I'll tell you what, the fourth quarter, the Bulls have owned them.
Well, it's just been surprising to see a team that has the pedigree of the Celtics. I mean, you're talking about last year's NBA champions just kind of come unraveled here. And it's been the Boston bench gets attacked, Jalen Brown gets attacked, Jason Tatum gets attacked. You're just giving points away, and the Bulls have taken advantage, and this would be an incredible win for Chicago.
Well, you're up by 11 with 1:49 to play. Stranger things have happened, but the way the Bulls have locked in. Let's see what develops. Play on. Right forecourt, Tatum. Porzingis with a 3 on Williams and knocks it down.
The Bulls switched that pick and roll, and Porzingis popped out. Patrick Williams was right there, but at 7-3, Porzingis is just right over the top.
Levine with a spin. Levine between the circles. 11 on the shot clock. The Bulls spread the floor, eating some clock. Double on the ball. Levine feeds inside. Boots with a layup. What a pass. What a finish.
2 on the ball with Levine. There is no one home for the Celtics' weak side defense. Great pass by Zach Levine.
Porzingis right side 3. No, too strong. 50-50 ball. We're going to have a loose ball foul on Kobe, I believe.
And Derek White had left his feet. Kobe White was trying to block out, but just a little overzealous.
$14 on the clock, 1:13 left in regulation. Side of the bounds, Tatum to Pritchard. Coming off the screen, 3-0. Rebound, Booch, and this should do it. We have 65 seconds left in the fourth. 1:15-105 Bulls. Booch at the high post. They go to Kobe. They're going to eat some clock here with 13 on the shot clock. They go to Booch. Swings it. Right corner, Williams for 3. Rim no. Tip with the left hand by Booch. Good. Wow. I'll tell you what. The Bulls have been brilliant here in the final period. White to Porzingis. Wing 3, no. Rebound, Levine. We have 40 seconds left. 117-105 in favor of the Bulls. Levine with the standing dribble just over the 8-second line, wide left. Levine with 10 on the shot clock, content to just dribble it out and take a team turnover. 117-105 Bulls, and we're going to have a shot clock violation, a team turnover, not a personal turnover, and we have 19.4 seconds left. And Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Boston Celtics, is going deep in his bench, and the reserves are in. And so we're going to see Boston again in 48 hours.
Chuck, I don't think this is a profound statement at all, but our player of the game is going to be Zach LaVine, sponsored by Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. What a performance. Zach with 36.
So Boston in play.
Jordan Walsh get one up.
Yeah, misfired. Long rebound. They go to Pritchard. Top side three. Good. Too little, too late. 117-108 Bulls. Williams advancing the ball. They go to Zach LaVine. LaVine elects to dribble it out. Ball game over. Bulls win. Bulls win. Bulls win. We're having a tea party here in Boston. Let's dance. Joe Mazzulla has to be separated. He really wants to have peace of mind against this officiating. He is on the near sideline, and his assistant coaches have to take him and drag him away from the court into the Boston locker room. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to keep it right here for our player or players of the game. We know that Zach LaVine was fantastic. We also have to give credit. We have to give credit to, really, this was a team performance. Vooch with a 16-14-4 game. Williams with a 14-point game. He had 4 triples. Dosunmu with 17-8-4. White with 13-6-3. Lonzo with 3. 9 for Taylor Horton Tucker, and 10 for Julian Phillips.
It really was a team win.
And we have Patrick Williams. We're going to get Patrick Williams momentarily, we understand. And, again, a great win for the Chicago Bulls. 117-108. I'll tell you, we're going to get the box score, but I have to give, the Bulls were relentless tonight.
They totally were. And then they hung in there. Some easy baskets around the rim early, especially for Porzingis, but that never faltered.